Hello everyone, I hope everybody's doing well, and welcome to another episode of The Fragrance Specialist. Today I'll be reviewing a fragrance from the House of Hermes, and that is Terre de Hermes Eau de Toilette. Now, this scent was released back in 2006, and the perfumer behind this scent is Jean-Claude Elena. Now, Jean-Claude is well known to produce fragrances for the House of Hermes. He has produced many fragrances, including the Own Jardin line from Hermes and many other fragrances. Now, this scent, it is categorized as a warm, spicy scent, and it does have a lot of citrus elements as well. And let's start off with showing off the presentation for this cologne. So here's the bottle right here. Very nice looking bottle. Unfortunately, I do not have the box for this scent. However, let's just go ahead and show you the bottle. So at the very front we have Terre de Hermes. At the very bottom you have the H logo that resembles Hermes. A lot of people actually don't know about this, but if you look at the bottom of your bottle, if you have this cologne, there's an orange H at the very bottom. If you're looking for um, some of the information, it usually is a sticker at the bottom, but that's not the case. If you look at I believe, the left hand side of your fragrance, let me zoom in. You can see some information embossed or lasered on the bottle. There's you're gonna find the information right here instead of the standard writing on the bottom. So in case you're looking for that information, it's on the side in this case. In terms of the cap itself, it's a twist cap. The distribution is really good on this scent. However, I believe the cap should be adjusted slightly because, as you can see, the cap twists very easily, and that can be a disadvantage when it comes to traveling with the scent. It can pretty much, the cap can twist and spray accidentally, and you know uh, your clothes are gonna get soaked in this fragrance. Anyhow, so that was a presentation for the Hermes Terre de Hermes by Hermes. So now let's go ahead and dissect this scent for you guys. So in terms of the top notes, we have orange and yellow grapefruit. In the mid notes we have pepper and pelargonium. And the base notes we have patchouli, cedar, vetiver, and benzoin. Okay, so as soon as you apply this scent, you're gonna really notice that beautiful orange note along with the yellow grapefruit. Now, the orange in this scent is very natural smelling, and by far I think it's one of the best orange notes in a fragrance because of how natural it is, and it does not come out as synthetic at all. It's a very nice, pleasing orange smell, and it is the sort of orange that is not too sweet or too bitter, so it's right in the middle. And in terms of the yellow grapefruit, the orange really overtakes the grapefruit. However, it is still present, especially at the very first moments, few first few moments of the scent. You can take, you can definitely smell the yellow grapefruit. However, the orange really does become the leading player in this scent. And once you go to the mid, this scent really has two stages in my opinion. The first stage is the opening, and the second stage is pretty much the dry down or base notes. So in the mid we have pepper and I believe pil- pelargonium. So I really don't know what this note is, but by the looks of it, it's a type of flower. I really don't get any floral elements in this scent. However, I do get that pepper definitely. However, as I mentioned, the orange is truly is a smoothing agent. It really balances out any sort of harshness coming from certain notes in the scent. However, the pepper is quite pleasant and it's very mild. It's not the sort of pepper that would bother your nostrils or make you sneeze or so forth. So once we go to the base notes, we have patchouli, cedar, vetiver, and benzoin. So the patchouli is definitely there. However, the patchouli note is quite similar to the pepper note. It's mild, it's not strong, and it's not that sort of patchouli that has an dated smell. A lot of patchouli scents out there do have this quality that it's a little bit of a mature scent and it smells like it gives an old vibe. However, in this scent, it's very natural smelling as well and it's very light. It's not in your face. In terms of the vetiver and cedar, vetiver definitely is a star player in the scent along with the orange. So these two notes are very prominent. The orange and vetiver are very strong and very pleasing. The cedar wood is there, but I believe the vetiver takes over the cedar. And in terms of the benzoin, I really don't get a lot of benzoin from this scent. Benzoin is a quite a distinctive note, and I'm quite familiar with benzoin when it comes to fragrances. However, I really don't get any benzoin out of this scent. As I mentioned, the star players are the orange and vetiver. This scent is primarily based on only these two notes. And as I mentioned to you guys before in the presentation, when it came to the bottle, the main features or main colors of this bottle are clearless and orange. So they're really giving us a vibe that this is an orange based scent, and they're definitely guiding us towards this matter. So it's definitely a very nice scent. However, now let's talk about a major drawback for this scent. Now, this scent by far has the worst performance I've ever seen in my life in terms of a fragrance. Seriously, this is very disappointing element coming from a very nice scent that comes from a very high quality house. I'm quite disappointed. And for those who are wondering, what about the eau de parfum version of this scent? The eau de parfum version has less notes, but it does smell slightly better, in my opinion, than the eau de toilette that I'm reviewing right now. The the eau de parfum version is just it's more sweeter, and the vetiver is toned down a little bit. So it's mainly a very sweet, juicy scent when it comes to the eau de parfum. However, the eau de toilette has a more spicy sort of nature to it and is slightly complex than the eau de parfum. However, for those who are asking the question, is the eau de parfum performs better than the eau de toilette? The answer is no, unfortunately. Both of these scents can smell slightly different. However, the performance is very poor, and I really hope in the future they can work on a new formula with much better performance, because this is very, in my opinion, unacceptable that you produce a very high quality scent but the performance is a major drawback, and a lot of people are being complaining about this issue. And even if you get an atomizer and you carry an atomizer with you, it can boost your scent trail, if you will, but you have to apply a lot. And I mean, seriously, I'm gonna show you my bottle. I've used pretty much my half of the bottle for one reason. It's not I'm not wearing a lot of it. I'm spraying a lot of it. So what does that mean? For example, when I'm wearing a cologne, I usually spray anywhere from 3 to 4 sprays. However, with this scent, every time I wear it, I put on 7 to 10 sprays, to be honest with you. Why do I do that? To be able to have better performance, in my opinion. And I even do sometimes put multiple sprays on my shirt to ensure that the quality is much better. However, I did find that some days it works better than other days. However, the overall performance, in my experience, is quite poor. So this is just one thing that everyone should know about the scent. So if you really want to buy this scent, buy it for how good it smells, not for performance. So let's talk about the rating and when you should wear the scent and so forth. So in terms of longevity, as I mentioned, it's very poor. Versatility is very high. You can pretty much, this scent can be a staple in your collection if you don't mind the performance issue. It can be worn during the day, in the night, afternoon, any sort of occasion, whether it's formal, casual. It pretty much works in any scenario. This is one thing I really appreciate about this scent. And all seasons. Like in this category, this fragrance only gets better. All seasons, all year round, anytime, anywhere. This is one thing I really like about the scent. And another thing about this scent does not uh, make people sort of sneeze or get really any sort of allergic reaction sort of scent. It's a very well blended, very natural smelling. And one thing you should know about the scent, when you apply it, you don't get that alcohol smell. Something very incredible about the scent. Once you apply it, it's like you have applied this scent 10 minutes ago. Right away when you smell it, it's like it has been sitting there for a while. So this is something really I like about this scent. And as I mentioned, if you wanna check out the Eau de Parfum version, I prefer you to sample it in store and see which one you like. However, as I mentioned, the Parfum is slightly sweeter and the vetiver is toned down, but the performance is still poor. So it's really up to you which one you like. I like both, to be honest with you. Both of these scents are really nice. However, the Eau de Toilette is more complex and a little bit spicy. So if you would like to do that, you can wear the Eau de Parfum in the summertime and wear the Eau de Toilette during the spring and winter. Alright guys, that was my review on Terre de Hermes by Hermes. If you have any questions, please comment down below, and thank you for watching.